Hey guys, welcome to another video for Ball Python Boulevard. I just wanted to do a video on the do's and don'ts of snake breeding. I am not the expert by any stretch of the imagination, only been doing it for a couple of years, but I definitely made some mistakes, and I just wanted to go over some of the stuff that I think I did right and some stuff that I definitely would not do again. Some very costly mistakes, I would say. I got my niece Samantha this time, Sierra's older sister, helping me out today. Say hi, Sam.
Hello.
And thank you for helping me out, by the way.
Welcome.
And so yeah, let's get right into it. So what I did right, Freedom Breeder racks. There's definitely some great caging out there. But I did my research. I felt that Freedom Breeder ARS probably made the best racks. I really like the Freedom Breeder construction, stainless steel, very versatile rack system. The venting on the racks, you can order that in any way. So I have the 25% venting because I'm not in Florida, I'm in Washington State. I got the cup holders built in, nice and easy for maintenance. You just use a 16-ounce deli cup, just plop that right in, really easy to change out, clean out. I definitely would recommend ordering a few extra tubs just to make it easier on the maintenance. That way you can flip and change them out really easily, unless you want to throw your snakes in like bins while you're doing the cleaning. A couple of things I did screw up on, I feel, when I did order these racks. By the way, not cheap, but well worth it. About $2,500 to $3,000 for one of these. I definitely wouldn't have gone with the 7-inch heat. I already heat my room to 85 degrees, and I upgraded to the 7-inch insulated. Definitely not needed. Even in Washington State, where we're kind of cooler, it is not needed, especially if you are upgrading to the insulated, because I'm barely using that. I'm barely heating, and I'm heating at 92 degrees on my herp stats. I would have stayed with the standard, I think it's 3 or 4 inch. I still would have done the insulated just to keep the heat on there, but no need. I don't feel there's really a need, unless you're in Canada or something. I really don't think there's a need for that. The other mistake, probably my biggest mistake that I made, is focus on your females first. I would say the first year, if not the first 18 months, I would just focus on your females. Don't even get any males. The main reasons for that, I would say, are number one, you're going to have to feed those males. Number two, your females are going to take about 2.5 years to get up to breeding weight. Your males, 6 months to a year, and they're ready to go. Usually 6 months to 8 months, generally they'll be ready, and they'll have good enough hemipenes and good sperm plugs to really be able to breed. So really skip that. Two, not only will you not have to feed all those males, but the price on those males may actually drop in that period. So instead of paying like $650 for a banana when I bought it, I could have got one now for, you know, $200 to $300, and definitely reduce my expenses, and I wouldn't have had to feed this snake for, you know, the last 2 years. So that's probably the biggest one. The other thing is, I really thought I was going to be able to spend a lot of time with my animals, handle them a lot, and that probably happened for the first month or so, until I started getting up to about the 16 snake area, and it's just not realistic. There's just so much maintenance and so much stuff to do. So if you're getting into this where you think you're going to be able to handle and take care of all these snakes on a regular basis and be able to handle them, that's very unrealistic. There's just too much maintenance. And I don't want you guys to get disappointed. Like, these snakes are definitely beautiful and gorgeous. And I do spend time with them as I clean. But I can't spend, 15 minutes with each one. I just don't have that enough time on that, especially working a full-time job. So I want to enjoy this hobby. I don't do it for the money. That's not my goal. I want to enjoy it. I just don't want you guys to get unrealistic on that. Two, you got expenses. So all those males, obviously, you got bedding expenses. Obviously, if you have to invest in another rack because you're getting males, that's another expense you got to look at. So definitely focus on your females first. That's probably your biggest, going to be your biggest kind of help in cutting down on your expenses in your first couple of years. I do run some equipment that I think is a really great investment. Number one, Herbstats. You kind of can't really see them, but I got them underneath here. But definitely those were great investments. I got a Herbstat 4 to start with, and then I did a Herbstat 2. They do an amazing job. Another reason why you don't want to overdo it on your panels is that obviously they use more heat, and each one uses so much wattage. Well, the Herbstats can only handle so much. So I actually had to get an additional one instead of just running the Herbstat 4 for 2 racks. If I didn't upgrade my heat panels, I wouldn't have to get another Herbstat. So you got to think about all those little details and what you truly need. I do run a dehumidifier in here. I keep my humidity right in the 60 to 65 range. I additionally have a space heater that's hooked up to the Herbstat HP. That is set at 85 degrees. This is a 700 watt. I just got this beauty off of eBay. They're very inexpensive, about 40 bucks. So it's not like it's a crazy expense. I got my probe that's hanging down here, kind of mid-level. That's getting kind of a mid-range temperature. Occasionally I'll run the fan as well, which I took out of the room for the video because there was just too much stuff in here. So I would say, as far as the expenses, guys, top 2 things. Don't get your males until you think you're about 8 months to a year from actually breeding. If you have the money, invest in a good rack system, but definitely do your research and what you're gonna need. So if you're gonna run heat in your room, not necessary to upgrade your panels. They will keep everything is gonna be kept just fine on the smaller panels. It'll cut down your expenses, like I said, on your Herbstats as well. But guys, like I said, I'm not the expert, but I did want to share a couple of things that definitely have created an additional expense for me over the last couple years, and I didn't want you guys to make the same mistakes. Hopefully that helps out. If you have any questions at all, go ahead and comment down below. I will try to answer those in a future video. I'm planning on videos on mites, on different heating things you can be running, obviously the bedding, different elements that are involved in it, and planning on doing more detailed video and on the actual expenses of breeding, because guys, it is not cheap. Rodents alone are not cheap, so you really got to have a passion. You got to have the resources to be able to do this, because it does take an investment, not just in time, but in money. And I want to make sure that if you plan on getting into this, that you are successful. If you like this video, hit the like button, share, do the comments, share the videos. I would really appreciate it if you guys shared the videos. Hit that notification button so you get notified when we upload more videos. And thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next video.